Hi guys and welcome here. So in today's video we are gonna be talking about what and how you can teach your nursery kids or preschoolers at home. Even though my daughter is 5.5 and I've been making homeschooling content for like 2.5 years now, still I think people are confused from where to start when they have young kids like 2 to 3.5 year old kid. So I will give you 10 points in which I will be talking about how you can teach effectively at home, because otherwise there's a lot of information and topics that people recommend to teach when they are young. So let's get started. The very first thing that you have to keep in mind is that you cannot make your child sit for even 5 minutes when they are really young. I'm talking about like 1.5 to 3.5 year child. So what you can do in order to teach them is to not let them sit. Let them be standing and then learn. So my second point is to make them stand in the circle time area and do the oral learning, because kids learn through oral learning or hearing you or singing with you or playing with you more than sitting down and reading from the book or learning from the book. Now how you can set up a circle time, I have a video which I will pop it over here if you want to check it out later. And child only have to stand with you for 5 minutes and go through that oral learning stuff every single day, and this way they are going to learn so many things. Now what are the topics that you can cover in the circle time is like types of seasons, types of fruits, types of animals, family members name, then their names spelling, their full name, your address. You can talk about this month of the year, days in the week, and all of those. So I have 15 set of printable which we started with for 2 to 3 year old kid. Just in case if you want to check out, I'll link it down below for you guys. However, I have a complete 6 workbook bundle which is really great to prepare your child for kindergarten or even for grade 1. So if you want to get that, it is on 40% off always, because there is a 6 set and it is a complete solution, and you won't need any other homeschooling material or set for next 1.5 year. Only the Hindi material or any other language material, language you're teaching, that material will be needed, but other than that everything is covered. Coming back to the third point, kids learn through play. So whenever you're playing with your child, doing a lot of reasoning questions will really help them in sharpening their brain, making their stories and asking questions. Those kind of things are really helpful. And also doing craft. Now craft is something people think like it is just for time pass, but actually your child is learning so much from craft. You can do, like for example, you can make a routine of for doing a animal craft or whatever thing that starts with alphabet. For example, today we are gonna make something which starts with A, like alligator or an apple. Whatever comes in their mind, you'll only need googly eyes, some colorful craft paper and scissor and glue and few other things, just in case if you want like a stickers, colors, if they want to use it. Every day if you can just do 15 minutes of craft with them, that is gonna be really helpful, and it's will be really helpful in remembering those alphabet and what starts with that as well. Now the fourth thing is start giving your child a lot of freedom in creativity skills with the scissors. So giving them how to cut paper in different shapes and size, let them cut just paper for 1 or 2 days and get handy with the scissor. So you can get very blunt scissors just to cut the paper, which are safe for kids. I'll link down below all the resources that we have been using. They are very minimal. You will just need those very basic thing to get started, and they're going to last for 1.5 year or more than that. So invest on homeschooling supply, which are really great and safe for kids. So anyways, giving them a lot of paper cutting will really help their palm muscle, because when they are very young their palm muscle are not completely developed, and to strengthen them you will need to give them a lot of fine motor skill activities, because when they start writing they need a little bit of grip in their pen. Obviously they're not going to hold the pen or pencil properly in the starting, but at least it should be strong enough to hold them properly, so that they can at least write little bit on the line. You cannot expect a child to write on line or dots from the day one. There are gonna be a lot of mistakes. Other point that I would love to give you is to not give a lot of color pencils in the starting to your young kid, because they're not used to write with the rough things like pencils. You can give them paint, you can give them washable paint, I mean. Crayola is a really great brand, but it is very expensive to get Crayola products in India. So I have recommended some good affordable options on my Amazon store, so you can check that out. All the links are affiliate links, so whatever you purchase through those links, I get a very very tiny small commission, and I would highly appreciate if you use those. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, now coming back to when to give your child pencils. So once they are comfortable in tracing the lines, different curves, with the pen and coloring with the brush and all, then you can start giving them writing practice sheets. But do not rush on them. And once you start with those, I do not recommend any washable pages where wipe and clean pages workbook, because when they write with the marker any alphabet or number, pen slips because they are the laminated pages in the washable workbooks, and they get frustrated when they cannot draw or write on the laminated pages and when pen slips. So start giving them markers or sketch pens or color pencils or triangular crayons once they start writing. And also in the starting, give them the pages which do not have a lot of lines or numbers to trace in a day. Now I have a whole video on how to teach your kids writing. Please check out that video. Link is in the description or maybe popping over here somewhere. So yeah, that was my number 6. Now the number 7, which is book reading. Now book reading is something that you can do anytime in the day. You don't have to set a particular time. When you're doing a homeschooling, then only you have to read 2 books. If you are a working parent, I would recommend to have a set schedule for 45 minutes where you just do 5 minutes of oral learning, 5-10 minutes of craft, and 15-20 minutes of reading stories and all of those. Now in the reading a story, kids don't sometimes sit and hear the stories. If they do, it's fine. Make a cozy spot where every day you're gonna sit down and read the books. But if they are not interested in that, let them roam around and you can read their book, because they are always hearing. Even if we think like they are just playing with their toys, they are not. They are actually hearing you. They are hearing many noises. They are learning from the things that are around them. So their brain is really intelligent. Don't underestimate it. If they want to play and listen to you, it's fine. If any day they don't want to read any story, that's also completely fine. Number 8 is the story making. It is something that has been advised by many teachers over here in Canada to me to start reading stories and start making stories for your kids and ask them to make their story. So what you can do is pull out 5-7 objects in a tray and ask them to make a story around it. Or you can show them a picture book which just have the pictures. Again, I have a very good list of the books which we enjoyed personally. I'm gonna link them down below for you guys to check out. You can get the books for your kids, the same books in affordable prices. But anyways, so just showing them the picture books and ask them to make their story. Or if there is any book which have the lines and the big pictures but they don't know how to read, obviously the young kids don't know how to read, so you can ask them to just make their story. Now if you don't have book or if you don't have time to sit down and do the story making thing, then you can ask your child what they did yesterday, what they did in the playground. If you had gone to any trip, can we talk about that? And what are the things that they enjoyed in the day, what are the things that they enjoyed in the trip, what is they want to do, what is their plan for the next weekend or any day. Now story making can also be with the painting and all. Ask them to paint something and tell you the story. The painting will not make any sense in the starting because they don't know how to draw everything, but listen to them and ask them how what way they were imagining when they were making those pictures and all, as let them explain as much as they want. Number 9 is the rhymes and poems. They are really great and fun for kids. Now poem can be not only of English, I mean the rhymes can be of English or of any other language that you speak at home. I definitely encourage everyone to teach their child their mother tongue, because English is something they pick up in their school and is very easy to learn. Poems you can incorporate throughout the day whenever you're talking, or if you want to just play or sing, you can sing poems. This is the way they learn. Now in the last point, I'm gonna be talking about the topics that you can teach people, those who helps us. You can do craft of it or any hands-on activity of it. Then animals, different type of animals and their babies, different type of animals where they live, and different type of mode of transport, and different type of animal according to their behavior habit, like herbivore, carnivore, omnivore animals, and life cycles, and about solar system, planet names, and all of those. These are all the topics that I have covered in GK and Science workbook, and also printables, like print 15 printable set for 2 to 3-year-old kid and 3 to 4-year-old kid. So you can buy those like separately, but if you want, you can also purchase them in a 6 workbook set. Again, they are in 40% off always, because it is a big set which you will have to cover in 1.5 year. So it has many topics which have hands-on activity. The whole workbook bundle is a very interactive pack. It also has a reading primer through which we taught nursery reading, and many parents taught reading to their kids very easily through that. So if you want, you can check it out, and you can also read the reviews in the web shop. If you want to pay in INR, you will have to go to web shop and just do the payment as we do any online shopping. Connect with me if you have any queries, personal questions regarding any query regarding workbooks on Instagram DM. I would love to help you out. And if you want to get it in USD, then go through PayPal, and as soon as you're done with your PayPal payment, I send you the workbooks on the email associated with that within 24 hours. But you can again DM me or email me. I can send you the workbooks on the preferred email address. If you live in Canada, DM me again on Instagram or email me. I can give you my Interact ID and we can communicate, and you can transfer me money that way. And you can also use PayPal to pay in any other currency. So that's there. And do not get frustrated. 3 days or 4 days of homeschooling in a week is just more than enough. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.